called Kim Kardashian.
Okay, I'm back for another Genshin Impact Tuesday. I'm trying to get this streaming lark back on schedule. See if we can't get the streams going every day again, that'd be good. And today we have got Spiral Abyss to do on my main account. And the cooking event to do on both accounts. And then, who knows, maybe a bit of exploration. Oh, my game is so bad. It's so laggy. What's going on here? It's punishment for not streaming regularly enough. Come on, game. Why are you playing like this? Why are you being like this, Genshin Impact? Let's just see if it fixes itself. It's like really, really jerky. Still the same. I'll just do this stuff. Oh, 3 wishes for Lantern Right, fantastic. What a great gift. Right, the game is smooth now, it's not running all jerky. Okay, so let's start like we always do with dailies. Get those Primo Gems, because I am going to try and get, what's his name, Nouvelet on this account. I think he's coming in the next banner. His rerun.
Solidify!
Shower me with this! Coming at ya! Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Well, it's a bit of a weird line, isn't it? Umbrella warfare, I guess. Does that mean it's raining? I don't see any rain now. No, don't read it. Just pick up the loot. That's all we want is some loot. Hoot hoot. Alright, let's go here. It's this way. I'm in need of sweet flowers. We don't have a lot of them, which is unusual. I haven't been picking them up as I run past them. It's always a mistake. And Navia breaks shields so quickly, especially with her burst. It's amazing for shield breaking. See a sweet flower and some June chilies. No, they're berries. I'll have them anyway.
You here to play with me?
Yeah. Yeah, the Haley Charles. Okay, so this is all done. Where's our last one? Okay, it's gonna be the cargo balloon. We've got Shangli. We're gonna get those stones. I forget what these things are called. The blue rocks. There's only 3 of them.
Solidify.
Oh, sorry, slime. I didn't want to fight you.
Shower me with praise.
Just because you can walk on water free, no, I'm using you. Oh, okay. Off to see Catherine. And then we need to quickly see Tubby. I should be stacked on realm currency.
Thank you for coming.
I forgot to buy the transient resin from him last week, which is a bit of a mistake to make. Right, so where's our teapot? Come on, work. It's okay. It's one of my cats.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
NZXT,
I
like,
cannot help but
such
be stirred.
an annoying company. They've updated their software, so now, just randomly, my fans will start spinning at full speed. Even if I have it set to silent. So I'm just gonna... And the only way to fix it is to exit the software and start again. It's just so crap. I should have stuck with all Corsair fans, but oh well. Mistakes were made. Oh, that's a lot of realm currency, isn't it? Okay, so we shall buy some stuff. Again, I don't know if I want to take that because I don't want to use it yet. 60 hero wits. We're going to need hero wits actually if we're going to try and get Nouvelet. So let's get those. We don't need any of these. I don't think we need more. How much have we got? Oh, we can't check here. We've got loads of these. 3,800 of them. We'll get a couple of these. Oh, we'll just buy this now. Because otherwise I'm liable to forget to buy it. And we'll sit on the rest of the currency. Goodbye, Tubster. Right, so let's go and burn resin. Still trying to get Navia gear. Just game doesn't want to give me gear for Navia. Although on my main account, funny enough, my Nouvelet got an upgrade, which I thought wasn't going to be possible. He's now on 326 crit damage, slightly more crit rate. Still not at the 65% crit rate I would like, but it's closer. Let's go. Yeah, because I've got yesterday's resin that I condensed.
This one's got your name on it.
I will have order.
I will have order. Hey, Rory, good morning. How are you doing today?
Time to shine. Wind, hear me.
Welcome to the stream, bro.
Watch out.
I've been really slacking with the streaming. I'm trying to get back onto it. But yesterday I was so tired. Today I'm a bit tired as well. But I'm going to try and get back to doing every weekday. This is what this domain just gives me so much of this set. I've got so many double crit pieces of that healer set. And so few good pieces for Navia.
Solidify.
Yoo-hoo. Ha. This one's got your name on it. Attack!
Order guide you.
Let my name echo in song. Huh. I swear by my sword. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
I do like Navia's playstyle. I find it very, the gameplay loop very entertaining. Having to look for the shards. It's just like something that I've never done it before in Genshin. I never cared about shards before. As I never used Archaic Petra. Let's go. I'm good too, thanks. Yeah, just a bit tired.
Strike a pose.
Yeah, 4.5. When's the live stream? Is it this Friday or next Friday? Could be next Friday, I guess. Yeah, it's normally 1 week before, right? Or is it 2 weeks before? Forget these things.
Let the world come alive. Wind, hear me. Coming at ya.
Bam, bam, bam.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
I guess you're right, Navia. I guess it is Umbrella Warfare. Come on, give me something. So I heard from the leaks that we're getting Nouvellette next patch. Which would be good for this account. HP main stat, no help. Yeah, 2 weeks, right? So it'll be next. Let's have a look. How many days? 2 weeks from now. It's Tuesday. So I don't know. I always miss the live streams these days. Anyway.
Solidify.
Shower me with praise. Ha. This one's got your name on it.
I don't really get that hyped for like the new content. Just like I'm quite happy to explore it when it gets released rather than try and find out what's going on ahead of time.
Attack!
Gather.
Strike a pose. Time to shine.
I will have order.
Where's my Jean? There she is.
I swear by my sword. Feeling lucky?
Alright, very good. Oh god. Not this issue again. What can I enhance? I'm just gonna look for whatever I've got double crit. Let's see. What? Yeah, let's do this for Hydra. God, man, 24% defense. I think this is going to be a 30% defense piece. Okay. Yeah, and I'm too, like, lazy to bother doing strong boxes. I'll just do, like, 2 or 3 tries at strong boxes just to make enough space for one day. And then I won't bother. Man, why? Why are you giving me such bad pieces? I think when we go to town to condense the resin, I'll do a few strong boxes. just to make some space. I don't know what sets to go for though. Probably Emblem. It's like the most widely used set.
This is order.
Easiest to sort of give, you know, any piece to someone to get an upgrade. Like Jingcho, Raiden, Zhangling. Who else on this account uses it? I can't remember, but that's like 3 heavy hitters that I'll always be happy to give an upgrade to. I think it is the best all-rounder, isn't it? There's so many energy-hungry characters, man. Just terrible drops. Yeah, so many energy-hungry characters. It just makes building a lot easier. Let's get some crystal cores first. Go and do some strong boxes, and then more of the domain. Gosh, where am I going? They're here. I'm not gonna get them. I'm not gonna get the other one. He's long gone. Yeah, I can't get that one. Okay. Hopefully I've got enough. I should have really checked. Yes. Okay, let's do a few strong boxes. Where are you? Emblem of Severed Fate. Oh, I haven't put anything in. Lol. So, where's this healing set? This one? I've got so many pieces of... Right, that's a keeper. It looks like I've gone through these, actually. Yeah, let's go through the Navia set next, then. Dendro, bad subs. Bye-bye. Electro, not too bad subs. Keep it. Hydro, decent. One bad sub. It's got ER on it. It's good for anime. Let's see it. Get rid of that. That might be the cat litter. What is it? Okay. Sorry, that was someone at our door. HP, Dendro. I'll keep that one because it's got ER and EM on it. Physical. We do have Eula on this account, so I'll keep this. You haven't left Emblem in over yet. What are you farming Emblem now? I'll keep that. On my main account, I've been farming the Vermilion set because now I've got Xinyun, whatever her name is, Cloud Retainer. I'm trying to make my Zhao a bit better, which, unironically, oh, how did I select all of those at the same time? Wait, if I do that. What? I don't know how they all added at the same time. That was weird. I'll keep that one. Yeah, so I'm trying to get my Zhao better gear at the moment. But unironically, I'd like got Nouvelette an upgrade. An off-piece. I think it was a Sans. So my Nouvelette, who was already at 47 crit rate and 300 crit damage, is now at 50 something crit rate and 320 something crit damage. So he's pretty damn strong. And he was already pretty damn strong, so I'm not really playing any other teams at the minute on that account just because he just clears content so quickly. It saves me having to waste time basically having a really OP character like that, and he's C1 and he's got his weapon, so he's quite amped. Oh, we can get rid of that. Keep that. Just because it's got ER on it. But my Navia doesn't need ER actually because she's using that ER sword. And unfortunately that great sword, you know, the event one, the Melozine one, the Overlord weapon, whatever it's called, that is never going to get its full power because I'm never going to do the world quests on this account. So I'm always going to be 25% down on attack power for it. But I haven't even finished all the Melazine quests on my main account, so the likelihood of getting it done on this account as well is low to nothing. We've got another EM Sans. It's bad subs want to keep it, just because you know how hard it is to drop EM stuff. Every day, yeah. For me, yeah, now I'm back in Vermilion. Just because, like I was saying before, where Farina and Nouvellette are pretty well built now, I can't see them getting better stats. I'll keep that. We'll get rid of that one. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. What's this? Electro. Alright, let's do this. Nope. 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 God, these are all bad. First one that's had like 2 offensive stats and its HP main stat. It's not bad, but defense main stat, HP main stat, HP main stat are all bad. Alright, like we've got space now in our inventory to go and farm more artifacts. Let's go. Yeah, I find that now I'm at that point where I'm doing what you're doing. Basically, I'm gonna go to and farm the domains that I need stuff of. But my Zhao's not badly kitted. He's on like 80, 160, and because I run him with 3 animals, his ER is, oh sorry, 2 other animals, his ER is irrelevant. He's so much stronger with Xianyan and Farina together. I don't run him with Bennett anymore, because I don't have to like worry about circle impact anymore. Like now, with Jean it doesn't matter so much. I mean, sure you miss the swirls and the VV Shred, but the circle is bigger than Bennett's. Bennett's circle's a bit small, but especially for Zhao, because he goes all over the place. Oh, you got some good emblem pieces then. My emblem gear generally sucks. Like, oh, it's the wrong set. Yeah, my emblem gear generally sucks. Double D. Why not 1 crit? Ah, haha. But this is not good. Right, these are all not bad actually. That's good. That's not bad. It's just the double D lets it down. And this is quite good, but the defense lets it down. Okay, let's keep going until we finish our resin for the day. I don't have anything else to do with resin on this account. There's no other characters I'm building here. I suppose I do want to crown Navia. I finished the Lantern Rite events yesterday. No, I did them on Sunday, I think. Yeah, Sunday. All day I was playing. It was so tiring doing the Lantern Rite on two accounts. It took like 6-7 hours of play.
Stabilize.
But I really needed the crown on both accounts, running low on crowns, so it was worth doing. And flowers, the other set, yeah, I mean, I'll show you after this when we upgrade how many pieces from that other set, from the healing set, that I've got double crit of. So many of these, it normally gives me this set. It's like my Navia's cursed on this account. She's just not getting good gear. You didn't do the story. I couldn't really pay attention to the story because my family were here. So I was just skipping through a lot of it, but it just seemed like it was something to do with Garming's dad, and you know, I think it was like a rite of passage, you know, like he had to prove to his dad that he's got worth and all that crap, you know. And it just seemed like a boring sort of storyline to me. I don't really need to know about Garming. I paid attention when Furia was around, just because, you know, like they're teasing a little bit where we can see the next Archon. Right? So I paid attention to that, but Otherwise, because at first I was like, really? Is that Furia? Is that the next Archon? And it turns out it was. But other than that, I haven't paid attention. I mean, I haven't even done the storyline. I'm still on Archon Quest 4.1. I haven't done that.
Gather.
Last Archon Quest I did was 4.0. And again, I can't foresee when I'm going to have the time to actually go through the Archon quests.
One's got your name on it.
This is order. Stabilize.
I should try and get them done, maybe like before the end of the next patch. Just in case like they lock something behind. You know, like when 5.0 comes and you haven't done the Archon quest, there'll be some quest that's locked behind it, and I'll be like, oh, I've got to go back and do it. Or some domain or something where it'll screw me over. Okay, this is the last run. Let's see. Oh, you are kidding me. Alright, let's upgrade. What was it we got with good stats on it? I can't remember. Let's have a look. Nighttime Whispers in the Echoing Woods. Can they make the names of these artifact sets longer? Like, seriously. Wasn't there... Not this. Not that. What's this? Attack, goblet, defense. Oh, it was a circlet, wasn't it? Crit rate circlet. And in a minute, she's got a crit rate circlet with 17 crit damage, so it needs to beat 17% crit damage. It's this one. Alright, and what's this? Attack percent. Okay. Let's start upgrading. Really? Couldn't give me attack percent. No, it's going to go into defense, isn't it? Everything's going to go into defense. Let's see. This is the test. Yep, this is going to be a defense piece. Oh my days. I've got 2 more rolls. I need them both to go into crit damage for it to be better than the... Oh, we're out of artifact XP. Alright, let's use something else. Take it to 20. Just to see what we can see. What's this? Attack percent sound, that's bad. Actually, I'll save the +4s when I want to make a +4. What's this? Crit damage? Oh, we'll keep that. I'll keep that. Yeah, that's the issue I have, and due to my life being quite, you know, like I get interrupted quite a lot. It's really annoying when I'm trying to play video games and, you know, you want to lose yourself and have the immersion of the game. I don't get that now because I've got a kid and a wife and all that. So this sort of time now is the perfect time to do it. But it's also the time I stream, and I don't like doing Archon quests when I stream because I don't talk a lot because I'm paying attention to the story and the cutscenes and everything. What have we added? This? No. What is this? Oh yeah, that is dog shit actually. We can get rid of that. But only for 7 levels? I don't want to use a +20 for just 7 levels. Seems like a bit of a waste. Right, let's just bung on all these +4s. That'll get us to 16. Let's see if it'll turn into a full defense or if I get a crit damage roll. 1 crit damage roll is tempting me now to use my +20 on it. I was thinking 30% defense, but it's not going to happen now, but we still might not get another roll into crit. I got nothing here I can get rid of. What is locked that I can get rid of? Let's get down to the bottom. Oh, we've got lots of stuff here that's locked. What's this? Okay. Don't need that. We can get rid of that. Oh, actually, maybe I'll set for Hu Tao. Oh, I haven't got Hu Tao on this account. Save that, save that. Save that. EM on this set. I don't know if I need that. I'll get rid of it. Keep that. Cryo damage, get rid of that. Oh, we're so close now. Crit damage. We can get rid of that. because we can get. Oh my god, that's still not. There we go. Hi Olivia, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? 24% defense. Alright, there we go. Well, now we've got this plus 20 piece to use for artifact XP. So we'll unlock it. This one will keep, because I don't know if I'll need a crit damage in the future. We'll keep the attack percent for another player, another character who might need attack. Okay, let's see what we're going to get from here. Magic tree from our final run. The healing set and all junk items. I'm going to show you, Robbie, like this healing set, how many double crit pieces I've got. Let's have a look. I bet it's a lot because I was getting so many. What's it called? Song of Days Past. So we've got one here, two here. Oh, let's start with the flowers. So we've got one flower with double crit, two flowers with double crit. No, that isn't double crit. I don't know why I locked it. So that's 3 double crit, 4 double crit flowers from this set. I mean, the problem with that 24% defense piece is that the crit damage on it, the substat wasn't more than what she's currently got. So I'm just going to use it for artifact XP. We got 1 double crit feather, 2 double crit feather, 3 double crit feather. Maybe more? I don't think so. I would have locked the double crit stuff. Yeah. 1 ER. 4 stats and a double crit. I mean, that's such a nice set piece. Look at that. I should really upgrade that and use it as an off piece for like Raiden Shogun or someone. Because that, it's got EM on it, attack percent. That's just amazing. Those 4. They're the 4 substats you want. You know, on every piece, you want that. So that's 1, 2. I think there's just going to be 2 here. I would have locked the other ones. Let's have a look. And a lot of EM main stat as well. You know, like things that are generally hard to drop. I've been getting them all on this set, but nothing for Navia. Still using 4 stars on Navia. 1, 2 double crit goblets. Yeah, I don't think we've got any more. You know how hard it is to get double crit on goblets. Double crit HP hat. Double crit circlet. Double crit circlet. Another double crit. So I've got, like, considering, I think that's a lot of double crit pieces to have for only like for one set. I haven't got nearly as many of the set for Navia. The X, was it something echoing? What's the name of it? I can't remember. Yeah, we've got all this stuff. I think I'm done on this account now. Yeah, let's go onto my main account. I will be right back. That is not how you spell Gmail. Right, and I'm just logging in. There we go, we're back. Back on the stream. You know what I think the problem with the defense stats is in Genshin is because none of the battles are all timed, right? So you want to like get through the combat as quickly as possible. So you don't need survivability as such. You need a bit of survivability, so it makes defense just be irrelevant. Whereas if the battles went on for a protracted period of time, I think maybe, you know, like defense and what other defensive stats are? I can't remember. There's no evasion in this game, is there? There's no evasion stat. But yeah, I think defense would be more of a useful stat. But as it is at the moment, like you don't need defense, especially with shields and heals. Just to, recover, either defending you so much or recovering your HP to such a large extent. It means defense is irrelevant, and that's something they could change, but I think it's going to be a lot of work to balance that. So they've just thought, you know what, screw it, we'll just leave it as is. Yeah, other than, like you were just saying, other than, say, for example, like a character like Ito or Noel, or so any like DPS that scales off defense, that's different. But to make it like a universally appreciated stat, they would have to rework so much, or alternatively introduce, you know, some combat that's quite lengthy rather than trying to finish it as quickly as possible. Because then you might think, oh, actually, you know what, I need some more damage mitigation. Say you've got a team that has no heals or no shields. Like in the current format of Genshin, you can probably just, you know, like get away with it if you're, one, good enough at iframing and dodging, and two, your team is strong enough, you know, just to clear the content really quickly. But if that battle would be a longer battle, then that team might, you know, like be taking too much damage. You might not be able to concentrate to be dodging all the time, and so then defense might come in kind of handy. I hate these barnacles. They're always annoying. Alright, next one. Yeah, I need to do Spiral Abyss on this account. We're going to do Spiral Abyss, guys, after this. After my dailies and resin burn, we'll hit the Abyss. Oh, the coffee making daily. Who came up with this at Mohoyo and thought, oh, you know what? They'll definitely want to make some coffee for one of their dailies. Yeah, dude, I'm an adventurer. I'm not a barista. I don't want to be making coffee. Although the mugs look quite generous in their proportions. You must get like a good cup, like a nice mug of coffee, a big mug. Kind of like my tea mugs, nice and big. Oh, my tea is going cold. I'm good, thanks, Olivia. I'm good. Character. I never pay attention to this. I always get it wrong. I just press anything. Add water. Oh, I guess lol, I got it right first time. Okay, fine. Just added water. I'm sad that we're not getting a playable Melozine. They probably thought, you know what, no one's gonna spend real money on buying a Melozine. Except me. I would have. I really wanted a playable Melozine. But I guess they're the equivalent of like the Aranaras from like Sumeru. And it was kind of obvious the Aranaras will never be playable. But with the Melozines, they're like part of Fontaine's society. They're integrated. The Aranaras were just about doing their own thing in Sumeru. Not really interacting with the people of Sumeru City. Oh, I need to go to Catherine.
Add Astra.
And I've been hoping for a long time we would get a playable Catherine, but I guess her story has to unravel a bit more.
Here is your
You know, we have to actually know the background of Catherine. My suspicion is that Gold made her. Dispatch again. Yeah, as you know, like one of his tests, and then replicated her. We'll find out. I guess when we get to Shejnaya, we'll find out. Singuin, but they're not playable, are they? I don't know their names, Olivia, because I haven't done like a lot of the quests. What's this? A camera accessory. Alright, fine. Yeah, I don't know the names of the Melozines, But they're not playable, right? Oh, we can do the fountain. What's this? Okay. These are things I got from the event, I guess. I guess so. This? Oh, it's for the Wanderer. No, I'll leave him as the Wanderer. It doesn't let us change his name to Scaramouche, does it? That's Scaramouche. Scaramouche. Yeah, we can't change him to Scaramouche. That's the only name I'd want for him. Okay, let's go and let's check. Sorry, I just want to check. I've got 5 of those. Got a lot of Primo Gems. Let's turn them into wishes. Who's the new character we're getting next patch? Let me just have a quick look on the leaks. Genshin 4.5 character leak. Let's see who we're getting. Nouvelet, yes. Nouvelet and Chiori. Oh, she's the defense Kaching, isn't she? Or she looked like Kaching to me. Am I gonna get her? I guess I gotta get her just for the sake of having the characters, but... Oh, she uses 2 swords. Okay, I'm kind of interested now. I like dual sword characters. So, Albedo, Ita, Kazuha, and Nouvelet are gonna be rerun. Fine. Now we know. Oh yes, I did that. I did that quest. I think I did that quest a little bit. Yeah. But I would want my Melazine to actually look like a Melazine, not look like a My Little Pony. That's what they look like to me, like Rainbow Dash. I'm sure Rainbow Dash was the inspiration for the Melazines. Right, this is the wrong domain, isn't it? I'm trying to do Zhao's gear. Where is it? In the chasm? Yeah, that's correct. Let's go. Okay. Let's begin. You know, it's funny, like before Fontaine, I never in my wildest dreams would have thought in Genshin I'd have a character that would have like 326 crit damage. It's like just so much. It's crazy high. But it also means I can kill things very quickly.
Time to shine. The doctor will see you.
Remember, help. Silence. Be sanctified.
Alright, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Ayato gear. Great. I don't mind that actually, because my Ayato could potentially get upgrades if we get anything good. My Ayato is pretty well built as well. He's got his weapon. He's at C2. I think it's worth farming this domain for him and Zhao. Can you guys die, please? Thank you. Shame. Ooh, HP Circlet. With all the stats that I was talking about before that you want in a piece. All offense. Very good. Who could I use that on HP Circlet? Probably Farina. I'm just going to check my character's gear. Who can use that as an off piece? If it gets good rolls, of course. Circlet is... Oh, she's doing crit damage. I'm guessing all my characters are going to be using crit circlets. Alright, what about Yilan? Where's Yilan? Yeah, she's going to have a crit circlet as well. Okay, that HP one's not going to be much help.
Cuisines are beautiful.
Oz, reveal thyself.
No, not how. Oh, so horrible. Poor Verena, she's getting bullied.
Mind the side effect.
Shoot, 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 shoot.
Let the mighty be humble.
Go. Oops. More Ayato stuff, which isn't very good. Yeah, it's a shame that in Genshin that we don't have, you know, like some battles that actually are protracted, that do take a longer time. I'd be like quite happy if they made like floor 11 and 12 just be like that bit harder, so they take as long, so it takes as long to do as say doing floors 9 to 12, but you only had to do floor 11 and 12. That would be cool. But then I guess you'd get a lot of complaints from Genshin players who have like designed their teams around clearing, you know, killing as quickly as possible rather than having sustainability. God, this is all rubbish.
Strike a pose. Time to shine.
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
Yeah, I get exhausted, Olivia, just doing 9 to 12. By the time I get to 12, my concentration is waning a bit. Just having to grind through like the other 3 floors. Oh no, I need to go and condense. Shouldn't have done that. That's, I think, the problem they've got with Genshin now, where been running for so long. The players have pretty much got set in their, you know, in their ways that this is how the game operates, and they're very careful, Mihoyo, to not rock the boat. And as we've heard, like with the recent drama about the Lantern Rite rewards, that's not coming from we don't have crystals. That's not actually coming from Mihoyo. Well, I suppose like one executive who's basically like part of the Communist Party over there, so it's understandable they want to milk the game as much as possible. I wonder how much of the revenue goes into like the CCP's pocket from Genshin, because you know they're very anti-video games over there, like the government. I mean, they've got a limit on how long you can play for every day for certain age ranges and stuff. Oh, who the hell is calling me? Sorry. You know when you get random calls on Skype and you're like, who the hell are you? Trying to scam me for something? What am I coming here for? I need to go back to the domain. My mind is all over the place. Alright, let's go. Please give me something for my Zhao. This domain was very good to me for Ayato. And just out of getting him gear, I got Zhao what he's got now. But since I've been coming here for about a week or two trying to get him, specifically get Zhao gear, it's not happening.
The tides beckon.
The hitbox is so big on those graders, rune graders. I think they're very anti every kind of freedom over there, aren't they? Basically, they want to control their population. And it's pretty easy for them to do that because, like, China's come up so quickly economically. So basically, a lot of their middle classes are new to being middle class. Most of them are from rural backgrounds, come to the cities, you know, to make their fortune. And it means there's a lot of people still got like a rural village mindset. And so it's easier to control them, but it's the younger generations that are the ones that, you know, like want to get things changed. But as you've seen, you know, like with the Hong Kong protests that happened a few years ago, the way they lock down everything there, they send the military and everything. Those are the sorts of countries where you got to be careful what you say about and who you say it about, because you might, you know, like, get bundled into the back of a van and disappear for a few weeks, if not forever. Which is a kind of shitty way to live, you know. Like I like being able to moan about the politicians in my country and what they're not doing correctly. But hey, it's just what it is, you know. Like if you're born into that sort of system, you just got to deal with it. You can't really do much. I mean, even with Genshin, you know, the reason we got those alternative skins for Mona, Jean, and who else was it? I can't remember. Some of the original characters a while back. Well, you know, we've got alternate skins for them for free. That was because in the China version, you can't use the original skins anymore. You have to, like, have the new ones, whereas we got the choice in the Western client, or the global client, I should say, because it was something about the CCP were trying to introduce this diktat that in games, and just in media in general, that men should be portrayed as, like, very masculine, and women should be portrayed as very feminine, rather than having... You know, like, but that to their standards of what they think masculine and feminine is, like, not to, like, you know, like there's a de facto, this is masculine, this is feminine, and so we got those skins, and I remember talking to Robbie, funny enough, back then, saying that you got to do what you're told. Basically, Mihoyo has to do what they're told, otherwise the whole game could shut down. You know, the whole company could just disappear one night. And you don't have that sort of thing in the West, where a $1 billion company could potentially sort of disappear. Maybe not disappear, but, you know, like the management would change, the game would change drastically, that sort of thing. Right, so we didn't get anything, did we, there, for Zhao? I'm just going to check my cloud retainer, because I think she needs to be ascended. And I could go on a rock hunt. Oh, let's change your outfit, Junto. To the new one. Yeah. And what else do I want to do? Her solar pearl needs to be refined. These are all the things that I didn't do yesterday. And what else? I think that was it with the characters. Oh yeah, I chose for my free character Constellation on Gumming, because he is quite fun to play. During the event he was quite enjoyable playing him. Hey Ennis, it has been a long time. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. What am I looking for? Cloud retainer. Okay. We need these rocks. What are they called? Clearwater jade. I forget where they spawn. I'm just going to find a map. And do I need to ascend her? What does she use? I'm not sure if I need to take her to 90. Let's just find where these Clearwater Jades are. Oh yeah, they're in Chengdu Vale, aren't they? Chenyu Vale, sorry. Chenyu? Chengdu? I don't know. which one it is. Yeah, I'm going to go and collect some of these. 25. So we only need 35. Wait, how many do we need? 35, yeah. That's correct. Just going to make this a bit smaller so I can see the map. Right, let's go and get some rocks. Off to Fontaine. Just to have a little break from combat before I hit the Spiral Abyss. Is it these? No, that's not it. I can't remember like farming these. I'm in the wrong place, aren't I? Yeah. This is like the wrong place. It should be here. I'm trying to get to. Getting myself confused. It's this way. Let's change to that team actually, to the Zhao team. I finally got my Farina to C6. Not Farina, sorry, Farazan. Farazan to C6. It took so many of my wishes though. So many of my Genesis crystals just to get this 4-star to C6. But because I've got the Wanderer as well, it kind of was worth it for me. Because she buffs up 2 of my teams now. What's in these boxes? Wheat. Great. I'd rather have the sweet flour, thanks. I do not use wheat at all. Oh, this is meant to be the turtle, right? With the rocks on him. Oh, there's a chest. Oh yeah, because you know what? I haven't done any exploration in this new zone. Wait, these are Animo slimes. I'm not going to be able to hit them. Arena, it's all on you. Yeah, I need to start doing the exploration. My percentage here is 20 and 23, and that's just because I just ran around unlocking all the teleports. As I do when there's a new map, new area. Teleports first and I do everything else later. Give me the fish. Give me the fish. Thank you. This is not the best team for rock smashing. Let's choose a rock smashing team. Basically I need Zhongli. So, oh, this is perfect. All of them can, except Goro, smash the rocks effectively.
Solidify.
Nice. Bye-bye, turtle. Thank you. Wait, can you take me to where I want to go over here? Great. Sweet. Let's swim alongside you. Man, I want this thing as a mount. Like the ocean aquatic mount. You know how much money they'd make if they made this a mount and sold it to people? I still think we're going to get mounts in Genshin. Once the game world becomes somewhat bigger than it currently is, I think we'll get mounts. Alright, I don't need to kill you dudes, do I? Just this one. Take your chest as well. Oh yeah, we can't kill these turtles, can we? I don't think they've got HP. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same, Olivia. I just haven't done anything here. It's nice sometimes to leave a bit of content. Oh, I didn't get the rocks there. It's nice to leave a bit of content, but then what happened to me last summer can potentially happen where I just stopped playing because I built this computer, and so I could play a lot of like AAA games that my old computer couldn't run. And so I took a break from Genshin for about 3 months, and that led to me like being in the state I'm in now, where basically I came back at the end of 4.0 and I haven't done the Sumeru regions, and none of them are 100%, because that 3 months I was planning to like finish all this off and I didn't do it. And now I'm stuck here, like where I haven't finished this off either. So that is the only problem with like saving content in Genshin. If you're not definitely not going to be on every day, you can end up falling behind. It's funny to say that as well with Genshin, because you know when it first started, the game first started, it didn't ever seem like the sort of game where, oh, I'm going to fall behind. Now I have fallen behind. Okay, now where are we going to go? The exploration I don't mind so much, because I enjoy exploration. I think like most people, like when you first get into Genshin, it's the main sort of selling point, the exploration and the puzzles and stuff. But the quests just take so long, and there's no skip all dialogue button that I've been asking for since year one. Please give me a skip all dialogue button, just because I've got 2 accounts and I really don't want to be doing everything on 2 accounts over and over. Are these? Oh, these grow here. These are for Baijo, these violet grasses. What are these? These are just mints. Yeah, let's go. Where is it I have to go? Let's just check the map. Yeah, it should be down here somewhere. Right, so where are my rocks? I don't see them. Am I going blind? It should be around here. Let's just backtrack this way. Where are the rocks? Aha! Yeah, 6 hours. There you go. You see, that is a lot of time to put in. And I feel that a lot of it could be condensed as well, because a lot of the talking is often unnecessary or just waffle. You know, they're not getting to the point of the quest or the whatever it is they're meant to be talking about. They just start talking about having a cup of tea or something, you know, like just something random. And you're like, well, I just don't want to hear all this stuff. Again, it's down to the writing. This has been my biggest gripe with Genshin. It's the only real thing I dislike, other than the price of the cash shop, but that's neither here nor there. But the writing in Genshin is so, should I say it? It has so much unnecessary dialogue, and I've wondered for a long time: is this due to something getting lost in translation? You know, like perhaps in Chinese, I don't know Chinese at all, so perhaps they're, you know, like it when you say the same thing in Chinese, it's more succinct and doesn't take so long to explain as it does when you translate it to English. Because if that's the case, it's understandable, right? But then you need to get people who don't just do translation, who can actually paraphrase and condense things down. I suspect that they've got just like in-house people that are Chinese naturally, but no English as a second language, and I suspect they are doing the translations, and that's why there's so much waffle in the dialogue. That's what my suspicion is, but I could be wrong. Nice. Here is our rocks. I should check how many we've got actually. Let's have a look after this. Can you stop hitting my Zhongli, please, guys? I'll have to throw a bull at you. You've been bullied, literally bullied by a bull. Alright, so let's check how many rocks we got for our cloud retainer. I thought the other Adeptus as well that came in the Lantern Rite event, their outfits, I was complaining about her outfit not really looking 5-star enough, but they looked so bad, like Mountain Carver and what's the other one called? Moon something? I don't know, but they looked like just standard NPCs with a bit of colouring. Right, we need 19 more. Hey, Potato, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I agree with you, Olivia. There is kind of pauses in animations when, like, switching between dialogue, between characters, like, you know, like a few seconds where, or there'll just be like a few seconds of watching characters walk away, just like unnecessary things where you're like, come on, this is already taking a long time. I suspect now as well, Genshin's at that kind of stage where it could be off-putting for a lot of sort of new players that are coming to the game, looking at how big it's gotten. There is a lot to get through. I'm the opposite, where I'd look at it and think, wow, there's so much content, I want to play that game. Well, as long as, you know, like, I enjoyed the combat and stuff, but I think that's the biggest selling point for Genshin, is the combat, and then everything else around it it's got such high production value, except for the writing. Alright, am I going to the right place? Sorry, I have to keep checking my map because I don't know this region at all. Yeah, oh, they're there. I can see the green rocks. Come to me, green rocks. What is the blue thing? I can see a glowing blue thing. Don't know what that is. I won't trouble it. Oh wait, this is the wrong guy. I need this guy. Alright, 16 more. And there should be some just up this way. Oh, there must be up there. Alright, can we get into one of those green things that shoots me? It makes me a fish and shoots me. Nope. I honestly thought their writing was getting better with Sumeru, right? Because Sumeru was pretty well written, the Archon quests. But then I got to Fontaine and it was just like there was more waffle going on. And it was just like, I guess I was wrong. So I don't know what happened to Sumeru. Maybe they were forced to cut some dialogue down because it was too long. Or maybe, excuse me, they just know that sort of topic so well. Being that, you know, like Sumeru was a lot of Buddhist beliefs, basically. And they, you know, historically have Buddhist beliefs, even though CCP tried to wipe all that stuff out during the, what was it called, the Cultural Revolution Chairman Mao enforced, where, you know, millions of people got killed, basically, worked to death to create modern China in his 5-year plan. I call it the cultural devolution, to be honest, because they destroyed all of their, like, ancient temples, like, kung fu schools, all of the history. So that's not an evolution of your culture, is it? It's like a devolution. You're destroying the past. Like, an evolution was you keep the past and you evolve from it into the future, not like wipe everything out and then start from fresh. That's not an evolution, that's a destruction. I can't find these rocks anywhere. I'm looking in the wrong place, maybe. Let me zoom in. Alright, there should be some here and here, but I'm guessing they're underneath this mountain. Yeah, so let's get into that cave system. Where is the entrance? What is this? This is a new mob. What are you, dude? I've not killed you before. I'm gonna have to kill you.
First forth. It's showtime.
It's showtime.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, that's why, like, in the future I'd like to visit Taiwan, not mainland China as such, because they got rid of all their historical sort of stuff that I'm interested in, like the, you know, the previous culture and stuff. There's not much of it left in China. Whereas Taiwan, like, they kept all of their culture. You know, that when the communists took over, basically the ones that didn't want to be communists went to Taiwan. and they kept all their history and their culture, and it's basically just China how it would be if communism hadn't infected those lands. It's sad as well because it's, you know, like it's not even like an Eastern belief structure or political structure. It's a European thing, and to try and get rid of thousands of years of Chinese history to adopt a European value set, I don't know, man. I find it a bit like you're dissing your own people type thing. And then get embroiled in like the last, you know, like in the 20th century, the whole Cold War thing, like 100 years almost of being at odds with half of the Western world because of, well, most of the Western world because of beliefs, of their beliefs, of Western beliefs.
Coming to be. Feel this ancient power. Who wants some of this?
I think he does, Ito. I mean, he's hitting me, so I think he needs to be hit by your big club. Yeah, here is our rocks and a chest.
Gather.
Two of these.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
I mean, the things I say about the CCP as well on my streams, I doubt like I would get into China. I'd have to like hide the fact that I've got Facebook and stuff, because you know when you go to those countries they check all that shit. Like even America, I'm critical of America on my Facebook, my personal Facebook. I'm quite into politics, and you know, if I was ever to visit America again, I think I'd have to like delete my Facebook from my phone and pretend I don't have one. Because when they see like what I've been saying about some of their presidents, they won't be happy. Especially like the last two, the current one and the last one. Like Trump was just a racist idiot, and Biden is just fake, like a fake liberal. Look at his inaction on what's going on in Gaza. You know, like he's just not real. All pretending to be something for something else. So I don't like politicians generally. I kind of, you know what? I like politics because I enjoy like trying to rat out the people that are lying. I enjoy like working out the psychology of the liars. And it's kind of like, I guess the reason that some people like soap operas, it's the same with me, but it's with politics, you know, like. Did they not? Okay, because I haven't been to the States since like early 2000s, before all the kind of anti-Islam stuff really took grip, because now it's kind of full on. Because when my brother went, like 3 years ago, he went with his kids and his wife, and his wife is British white. So my sister-in-law is white, British, but she's got our surname now. And even she got like everything checked on her phone, the kids did. He did too. And we're from here. Me and my brother are born here, you know, like we're British, like proper British. So it's like just really weird. Like India's another one as well these days that's going a bit weird. Because again, like my sister-in-law wanted to take my niece to India for a visit, and because they've got our surname, and because my parents were born in Pakistan, not over here, the Indians basically said you got to get a visa, and it's kind of like a bit like, what? That was just, what difference does it make if my parents were born there? Where I'm born here. But anyway, it is what it is. I think they're down here, the rocks behind me. No? Where are my rocks? Give me my rocks. Yeah, that's the same as me, Olivia. Like, I get kind of upset when I see, you know, like the outcomes of people's decisions. For example, you know, the slaughter of innocent people that's going on in Gaza at the moment. All it would take would be Biden to not use the US veto for a ceasefire, but he does. And then because we are like the Brits, we're their puppets, right? We're like the 51st state of America. So we're like the next, and basically we're an extension of America. Whatever they do, we do, because our prime ministers are weak. And so basically you got two major world powers that are saying no and stopping a ceasefire, like, you know, being forced upon the Israelis, who, let's face it, the Israelis want revenge. They don't want retribution. They want revenge, and they're two very different things. Revenge, I mean, do you know, when do you stop getting revenge for what was done to you? Whereas with retribution, you could argue it'll be a fixed amount of time or a fixed number of deaths, etc. You know, but when there's no end in sight, especially what Netanyahu said, I think it was yesterday, about their plans for Gaza. I mean, it's obviously just ethnic cleansing that's going on. But it's complicated with the Jew thing because of what happened to the Jews during World War II. You know, like what the Europeans did. They just let it happen on their watch. So now European countries feel like they owe the Jews. That's why Israel got, you know, was allowed to be created. It's all to do with appeasing white guilt, basically. And it's let them run amok. And if you know anything about psychology, you'll understand with people who are victims of abuse, either become abusers themselves or they become the opposite of that, like, you know, like the opposite of the abuse that they had, like really strongly. And they only go one or two ways. It's known in psychology. It's any sort of PTSD, and that's what the Israelis are suffering as a collective society. They've still got PTSD from the horror of 6 million of them being killed in the most disgusting ways by other humans, right? And yeah, rather than the Western countries being the therapy for them, where are my rocks? Maybe under here. They just let them run amok, and that's unfortunately why we're at where we're at now.
Solidify.
It's sort of like over here as well when we had Brexit. I really enjoyed the drama there.
Stabilize.
But when it became apparent most people were going to vote for this shit, it started really getting on my nerves because I knew it wasn't going to be good for our country. But lo and behold, most people don't pay attention to politics. Most people, you know, like they hear the sound bites and they look at the personalities that are presented to them. And then they, you know, they vote. And unfortunately, it shows the inadequacies of democracy, basically, when you can have big money. 5 more of these. Big money can buy power. And they, you know, that's why most of like the newspapers and stuff, they're all news outlets, they're owned by billionaires who have agendas. And they push those agendas forth upon the people, and most people don't know that. They, you know, they just think, oh, it's a newspaper, news. It's the news. It's the news, like in the opinion of, well, you know, one voice. And you got to balance your stuff out. You got to. I've always said it to my mates: if you think something's right, you know, if you think you're right about something, try and disprove it to yourself before you try and prove it to other people. That's the way I do my research. I always assume that my initial assumption is incorrect, that I'm not right. And then if I am right, then it feels even better. I was right. But if I'm wrong, then I'm not so invested in the idea that, oh, I was right about this, I can't be wrong. Because then it's harder to let go of that idea, because you already assumed that you were correct. But most people don't know how to critically think, unfortunately, which another problem in our world.
Can't catch me.
Let's go. It's like over here in the UK now. We don't hardly hear about Gaza on the news anymore. You know, like with news stories, the way the news works is things are kind of. There should be some rocks around here. Things are kind of in the spotlight for a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, and then after that the media stops reporting it unless it's to their owners liking, you know, the newspapers owners liking. Oh, if it's something, say, I don't know, oh, the Muslims are doing this, or oh, the Africans are doing this. Basically, anything that's kind of, you know, like supports the far right's point of view, they'll keep banging on about that stuff. But if it's anything that sort of negates their point of view, like, you know, the slaughter that's going on in Gaza, they'll just stop reporting on it, or just there'll be a passing sort of headline, you know, and you'll hear about, oh, something happened at the UN, or something happened at the International Court of Justice, but you don't hear about, oh, now the death toll is 36,000 innocents. You know, you don't hear about that. You don't see footage that I've unfortunately seen a lot of on social media of, you know, the bodies piled up, and it's disgusting, but they don't show you that, the reality of what's happening. So it all looks quite clean, and, you know, everything looks sterile, and how it's just sort of shown. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, that's right, Potato. That's my point. I've noticed because I'm here, right, I watch BBC News, I watch CNN, I watch a lot of different news. I even watch the right-wing stuff as well, the far-right stuff, which I hate, because I always have to then comment on a video, which gets me into endless arguments with idiot racists. But the problem is that if you just brush something to the side, and over here as well, there's a big disconnect, because I think I've talked to you previously, Potato, about how in the West, at school here, we don't get taught about the history of colonialism. We don't get taught about the history of the effects of that European empires had when they took over the world. Now, being that I'm from an immigrant family, and especially being, you know, my parents were Muslims, I don't follow Islam, right? I don't follow any religion, but I grew up in a Muslim household, so I constantly got the other side of the debate when it came to Palestine, right? Every Muslim in the world, right, knows, or people like me who grew up as Muslims have the opinion about Palestine that it's a piss take. And if you look through history, it is a piss take. You know, they just gave Balfour Declaration, British gave literally the land that was called Palestine to the Jews after World War II, and it's because of what I said previously, where they felt guilty that 6 million of them got killed on their watch, and they should have done something sooner to prevent it. Originally, they were going to make Israel in Africa. Check that, so you can look into it. They were going to, I think it was the Gambia, they were going to take that country over, but then they decided to give Palestine. Now, that's not taught over here, because that's a fallout of colonialism, because the British Empire was still in its last throes at that time, you know, like when the end of World War II. I think it was like around the 1950s when Britain stopped being a superpower, in my opinion. And because of that, there's this disconnect in British society. If you're not from an immigrant background, or you don't have friends that have, you know, like got immigrants like parents or something, you won't have heard the actual what should I say, the truth about what empires did to the people, the indigenous people, right? So so most populations over here grow up with this idea that like empire was good. You know how many times I've heard the argument from white British people who haven't got connections with immigrants, or who aren't worldly wise, where they'll say, oh, but we bought railroads to like India. And I was like, but do you know how many millions of people were killed? How much raping and pillaging was going on? I mean, look at the Queen over here, our Queen's crown. The biggest diamond in it is an Indian diamond. It's from India, and India have been calling to give it back. Like things like this, you go to the British Museum, and you've got all of these artifacts from all over the world that aren't ours, that were stolen. So you think, you know, I said that to my wife. My wife's not from here. And I said to her, like, you know, when she first got here, the difference in the infrastructure in this country is because of the looting that went on from other countries. And that's why the Western world is what we call the first world. right? They say first world and third world. I don't call it that. I call the third world the developing countries, and they're developing because they're getting over what was done to them during the hundreds of years of occupation by Western empires. But that stuff's not taught here at school. You know what we learn at school here? I remember learning about a British English king called Henry VIII in the 1700s, and he had 7 of his wives beheaded because he didn't get along with them. He was a bit of a bastard. Like, what has that got to do with the current, like where we are now in the world? Where we are now in the world is a direct result of the last 200 years of politics, right? So the last 100 years you could call the Cold War, and that's communism versus democracy. And before that, it was the empires of Europe. So those are the main factors of what's going on in the world right now. Everything can be attributed to those 2 periods. But if you're not taught those fully, then your population is going to be more disconnected. And it's much more easy for a disconnected population to look at the propaganda that's been fed to them over the last, say, 20, 30 years over here, where there's been this rise of making like the Muslims look like the world bad guys. And so if you don't understand that, say like when ISIS were big, right, and ISIS were doing bombings in the West, if you don't understand, well, ISIS wouldn't have existed if Britain and the coalition and the US didn't go into Iraq and fuck their shit up, basically, for no good reason. There was no weapons of mass destruction. There was no reason to go there. All right, and that was another revenge thing, right? Revenge for 9/11, even though that had nothing to do with it. It's the same thing as what's going on in Gaza now. And that out of that, you breed people that want to fight back. I can understand that, right? If you're getting oppressed for no good reason, you've done nothing to these people, and they've come and bombed the shit out of your country. Well, you want to go and bomb the shit out of them, don't you? I'm not saying I'm not justifying it, but I'm saying I understand it. And therein lies what people in the West don't have. They don't have that understanding of, oh, right, why is this like this? It's because of what our country did previously. No, they just think, these guys are barbarians and all that stuff. Did you know Ayata got a little damage buff recently? I didn't, Blitz. Hey, welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's my point, basically, Potato. That if you don't know what's happened in the past, how are you going to understand what's going on right now? It takes a lot of work as well, right? Because we're so busy. People are busy, right? We got busy lives. We've got to work. We've got to make money. We've got family to take care of. We've got this, that, the other to do. A lot of people haven't got the time to look into stuff like this. But I was saying this to my friend. We were having this debate, and he was saying, but people ain't got time to look into politics and economics and all that. And I said, but that's fine. But then don't use your vote. If you don't know, understand that you don't know, and just don't use your vote for something that you think is correct when it might not be correct. And then leave the politics to people that understand politics. But that's not what happens, because we're tribal, right? People are tribal, and we forget that. And all these little camps, like woke, anti-woke, pro-Israel, pro-Gaza, all of these are tribes. These are little, and there's loads of little tribes, and everyone wants to fit into a tribe and feel comfortable. I think it's a lack of education and a lack of self-awareness, Olivia, because a lot of the top level kind of how should I say this? I'll just say far right, because it's not just racist, it's also like people that have got certain opinions about, say, like homosexuals or this, that and the other, right? So they will label them far right. A lot of people that are far right, the higher ups of them are educated. That's the thing, they are educated and they know what this situation is, but they also know what we've been talking about, where they know if you keep the people in the dark and just sell them the lie that you want them to believe, as long as it's got enough tribal connections to their sort of tribe, the things they're into, it will pull them in. And it's a huge battle, because over here recently, I think it was a year or two ago, there was this a bill was passed in the Houses of Parliament over here to do with our education system, and it was basically to not allow the truth to be told about colonialism and the British Empire and the past of it. That's not going to be taught in schools, and the reason being was this is really funny. The reason being was the Home Secretary. What did she say? She said, I'm going to paraphrase, I can't remember the exact words, but she said something along the lines of, because we don't want our children growing up and feeling a sense of guilt. And so I don't know if you've heard of this thing called white guilt. So, like, a lot of, I don't know if a lot of white people feel it, but it's a known term, white guilt, that they feel guilty for what happened during colonial times. But how about not feel guilty about it? And how about, like, actually try and fix the problems that it created? Then no one would feel guilty about it. Then you could teach it, and you could show the mistakes that were made, and then our whole world can evolve, right? We've learned that this is not what we should be doing to each other, instead of just denying it, and then that leading to the people not understanding why, say, a terrorist bomber comes and bombs their country, right? Do you know what I mean? Like I can understand why they come and bomb us. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's right, but I can understand that wanting to fight back, right? Have a bit of resistance, a bit of revenge, even. You know, like say you were like in Iraq during the wars when Britain and America and the coalition went in to basically do nothing, to fuck up the country and try and take its resources. Let's not lie. Was because they could, right? And no one was like, well, this ain't the right thing to do. But even once that happens, you've got to understand that you're creating people that hate you. What do you think is going on now in Gaza, right? Do you think this action of killing 36 was the last time I checked, a few days ago, it was 36,000 people, right? The vast majority will be civilians and not Hamas. Hamas will be hiding in their tunnels or whatever. Do you think that those 36,000 people, of whom 14,000 were children, do you think the fathers and the brothers and the uncles and the dads and the mums of all of those dead people are just going to let it slide when they had nothing to do with October the 7th? No, they're going to grow up pissed the fuck off, and when they get into their teens and 20s, they're coming for you. So you're not making your country more safe by doing what you're doing in Gaza at the minute. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, and unfortunately, Olivia, you're exactly right. And unfortunately, those emotional, like, after effects are exactly what I was just saying. And it's going to be they want revenge. Yeah, that's what it is. It's an understandable human condition, right? If we've been done wrong by someone, we want some form of justice. And let's face it, the Palestinians haven't had justice since 1947, since the Nakba. Right, there's been no justice for them. They've got no friends. The Arabs tried to help like 3 times. They tried to fight Israel, but you know, when you're fighting against America, basically, that's what they were doing. It's not Israel, you know, like it was America, which was, I think, it was Yom Kippur. That war, Israel almost lost it, but at the last minute, America came through with armaments, and they saved them. They would have lost that war, but they like to boast about, oh, we've stopped all the Arab countries by ourselves. No, dude, it was because of America. They were supplying you. They're still supplying you. We're supplying them. Britain is currently sending them bombs and munitions and all that shit. So, and the way you get away with that with your population is by having them believe that, oh, actually, we're the good guys. You know, it's like in The Usual Suspects. I don't know if you've seen that movie. They say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was it making man believe he didn't exist. It's kind of like that. It's like make the people that are actually doing bad look like the good guys, and then because people are in tribes, they will only hear that same thing echoed. That's why social media works so well with the algorithms, where you only see the same sort of things that you're into. You don't see outside of that bubble, because it feeds on the fact that we're tribal, and most people don't want to look at the opposite of what they think. Like I've said previously, or I assume always that I'm wrong in my initial assessment of a situation, and I look at the other side, because normally my initial assessment is based on my biases, right? And we've all got those, and they're tribal. Well, Blitz, Palestine isn't a country. I support the stopping of killing innocent civilians. Or civilians, anyway. Civilians are civilians, regardless of if they're criminals or whatever. They're civilians, they're non-combatants. That's all I want. I want people who have not done nothing to not get punished for someone else's actions, right? And that's basically where I'm at. I've got no problem with Israel existing. I've got a problem with how it was done, but that's not the Israelis' fault. That was the British and the other European empires. That's their fault. But right now, I'm one of those people that thinks, like, well, Israel has to exist now. Right, it already exists. We can't get rid of this country in the same way you can't get rid of the Palestinians, even though the Israelis are trying to do it now by just killing them all. So there has to be a solution, and the solution has to be like two states, right? There can't be. Ideally, right? I originally argued for a single state solution, but the problem is with that, you've actually got Arab Israelis in Israel, and they don't get the same rights as Jewish Israelis. So that wouldn't work. There'd be discrimination on every level, and like the Israelis they're the powerful ones in their country. They hold all the positions and stuff. And there are some Arab members of the Knesset, the parliament in Israel, but they also don't have the same voice as the Israeli members. And so what Israel has basically done is, and it uses this line all the time, they say, but look, we are democracy, we're multicultural, we've got Arab members of the Knesset, we've got Arab Israelis, but they don't let them go further into detail and show the discrimination they face, and that they don't have the same benefits in society as the Jewish Israelis. So basically, Israel is an ethno-state. It's based around the fact that you have to be Jewish to be there, and anyone else has a lesser rights. Okay, so it's not equality. So a single state solution wouldn't work. I think a two-state solution, I think Israel would have to be prepared for the fact that there are going to be the people I talked about, like, who have been hurt by their actions for about 2 or 3 generations. They will continue to have the occasional nutter who will join a terrorist group and will bomb them. Israel has to just deal with that, because that's going to be the fallout. But then after 2 or 3 generations, that pain will subside, because they'll have stopped getting persecuted, stopped getting killed, and they can just focus on their own country and their own people. And I think that's all the Palestinians want now. They just want to be left alone and just have a normal life, instead of constantly being under fear of you name it, of death, of mutilation, of rape, torture, you name it. So that's where I put myself. But yeah, it's a big mess, and what's going on now it ain't gonna fix nothing. It's just gonna make things worse. The only way you're gonna fix things is by talking. Oh, we've got enough of these. I mean, for example, my like a lot of the pro-Israeli people, they'll say, well, you got to get the hostages back, right? I agree, right? They've got to get their people back. And let's face it, a lot of the people that are in Israeli prisons who are Palestinians are not criminals. They've been arrested for nothing. And this is fact. You can go and look into it. And so last time there was a ceasefire, what happened was Hamas said, look, you release some of our people that are in your prisons and we'll release some of our prisoners. Guess what? They got some of the hostages back. Israel got some of their hostages back. When did that happen? It happened during a ceasefire. During all the combat, have they got any of their hostages back? No. What has happened? They've actually killed some of them themselves by all the indiscriminate bombing. So what is the best way to get your hostages back? Right, it's gonna, from what was happened previously, just have another ceasefire, sit down and talk, make a deal. You get your people back, they get what they want, and that's how it works. And then from there you go on to further say, right, we need to stop the rest of the fighting. But yeah, to say, oh, we're going to get the hostages back by just leveling this area, well, so far all you've managed to do is kill your own people and get your soldiers killed as well. This is the other thing that's not getting reported a lot. Israel is losing a lot of soldiers in the entrenched urban warfare that's going on with Hamas, because Hamas can't fight like against their aircraft or their tanks, but they can fight against their guy that's got a machine gun, and they got a machine gun, and that's where they're losing a lot of their Israeli soldiers, because you know, like, the soldiers in that country are conscripted, and so you got to do national service in that country. It's not a country where you get to choose to be in the military or not. Everyone has to do it at a certain age, and therefore you can kind of understand why in the minds of those the Hamas attackers on the 7th of October, why they just indiscriminately were killing everyone, because everyone in that country has done national service, and every one of those people has either witnessed or has done themselves some sort of terrible act to a Palestinian. Because if you look at the Israeli society, they're actually raised to hate Arabs. I mean, it starts in the school age. I mean, I don't know if you've seen, there's one of the top pop songs in Israel at the moment is children, little girls I've seen singing in Hebrew about how they're going to kill the Arabs and stuff. It gets programmed into them from a young age, and in the same way it happens on the other side. It gets programmed into them through the actions that happen to them, and it's just nonsense. Just give these dudes half of the country, not half of the country, you know, give Palestinians a certain amount of the country and be done with it, and just close your borders, beat Israel, make your wall around your country, whatever you want to do, and that's it. But no, they want to keep going. And why, right? Why? Because it's the psychology of someone of abuse, of being abused, and then becoming the abuser. It all goes back to psychology. What am I looking for? Those purple things. These. We need more than I can make. Shit. How many of these can we make? I can make loads of these. But yeah, there's a disconnect. But my original point about getting onto all this is there's a disconnect in the West between the reality that the rest of the world sees and what the West see, like what we see here on our TV screens. And it's just because like the way I do my research, I force myself to look at every point of view. I watch news from all over the world, and because of that, I've got the sort of viewpoint I have now, where it's more of a global viewpoint. Like, it wasn't any Western country that decided to try and invoke the ICCJ, the International Criminal Court's ruling that Israel is basically doing genocide. And yeah, it's true. You look at what people say. They've been saying, was it the Israeli Defense Secretary said like the Palestinians are human animals? And that's the same thing that happened to the Jews during World War II. That once you dehumanize people and you put them on the level of animals, well, then it's a lot easier for other humans to treat them like animals and just kill them outright. And I find that difficult to say because I'm an animal lover. I don't like the idea of killing animals even. But yeah, this is just what's going on, and we can't do anything about it. What about you, Blitz? Seeing as you're Indian, what's your opinion? Because I know Modi's government is so far right. They love Israel because they hate Muslims. I kind of feel sorry for like India, what's going on with its politics. You're getting ruined by far right extremist government. Let's have a look. Where are you? Oh my god, I made the wrong one. I was making Dendro ones. I needed Animo ones. Alright, let's convert them to Animo. Oh, I don't have enough Dust of Azoth. Seriously. Alright, we'll get some more. Get Dust of Azoth. Yeah, it went a bit off topic there. Off Genshin topic, but I mean, seeing as it's current affairs at the moment, I guess it's alright. I just find it, you know, like quite upsetting when the numbers of people that are being killed. It's horrific. Even the original, you know, the initial number, like the 1,200 that Hamas took out. What am I looking for? Dust of Azoth. Yeah, even that is just a ridiculously high number of people. I mean, I guess a single death is way too much, but it's just so many people. When you start going in hundreds and thousands of people, it's just ridiculous. Like, you know, the brain can't comprehend. I read this study, basically over a certain number, our brain can't comprehend the visualization of that number. It could be anything. It could be anything, like say this number of fingers, right? But the brain can't comprehend over a certain 1,000. I forget what the 1,000 is, and so we end up with it not having as much effect on us once the numbers get so high. And I think it's gotten to that point now as well, when I'm seeing double-digit thousands of. Yeah, and that's just what we've heard about. What about all the people that, you know, bodies that are trapped under the rubble and stuff? We haven't heard about that. It's got to be another like 5,000. Alright, where is she, Cloud Retainer? Let's get her ascended. Really? Oh yeah, the Dust of Azoth, I forgot. I think it's like anything though, you know, like we talk about extremism here in the West, but it's really sort of solely focused on Muslim extremism, Islamist politics, or just, you know, the nutters that want to blow up other people, stab other people, and do bad things to other people. But it's never focused on the extremism of like your allies, you know, like Israel. Like, what's going on right now? You're telling me it's not extreme to go and kill like almost 40,000 people with military hardware, bombs and drones and all this shit, and tanks, who are just sitting in their house? Is that not extreme? Just sitting in the house, there's no proof that they would take up arms against you? That's extremism to me, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, and have you heard like what they say, Olivia? They say collateral damage. Not to me. To me, human life isn't collateral damage. Just damaging a building, destroying buildings, infrastructure. Yeah, I think that's collateral damage. Human life is disgusting to put it under the term is collateral damage. No, that's human life that's been lost. That could be you, me, you know, like it could be any one of us if we were born into a different circumstance. But I think, like, as well with people, a big problem is that people can't empathize. There's certain amount of people that don't know how to empathize. You know, like putting yourself in someone else's shoes and imagining what it would be like. And if you can't do that, then you can't have an understanding of how one, they're feeling, but how they might turn into becoming the nutty suicide bomber. Do you know what I mean? You can, and the thing is, when I have this argument with people who are on the other side, on the right, they'll always say, "Oh, so now you're justifying going and becoming a terrorist bomber." I'm saying, no, I have understanding of it, of why they've done that. I'm not saying they should do that. I'm saying I understand why they've done that. There's a why to everything. We did her. Sorry, I'm just running around talking. I've got to go and do Spiral Abyss in a minute. Yeah, let's ascend her. I wanted to ascend her first because I want to play the Zhao team in Spiral Abyss.
It is through our journey.
She gets attack percent. Okay. Nice. Not so nice. Let's take one of these off. Oh, we ain't got quite enough. I don't want to waste one of these. We'll take... Really? I'm such a light. I'm so tight. I don't want to waste any XP. Oh, fuck it. I'll just waste it. Alright, good. She's 90. Weapon is fine, including tails. Gear is just terrible, but she's support. Talents need doing up. What happened to Ayato Blitz? One second. I'm just gonna check. I'm just gonna check what the buff is quickly. Let me just go to YouTube and see Ayato buff. Oh, I'm not finding anything. I can use Ayato. I'll use Ayato on one team and I'll use Zhao on the other team. Let's go. Let's do it. Spiral abyss. Excuse me. God, I still haven't quite got over that cold I had like 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. It's a problem of having a toddler and they constantly got a runny nose. It means you constantly have a runny nose too. Oh lol, it's a plunge. This is made for Zhao and Zhenyun. Shenyun? I can't say her name properly. I need to hear it properly to say it. Alright, let's go. Farina, you, where is Cloud Retainer? Where is she? Oh, she's up here. And Zhao, and Ayato with, who did I used to play Ayato with? I've forgotten who I used to play him with. It's been so long since I played him. Let's take Yilan, and because we get Vaporize bonus here, we'll take Bennett and Zhangling and Ayato. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't touched him. I don't play him enough, so I don't know if I'll be able to judge. If it's a minor buff, I won't be able to judge. Lemons! I think like Ayato's had a few like secret buffs in the past. I think one of them he got an evasion buff. I can't remember off the top of my head. He had it previously. It's hard for me to judge on floor 9 with his damage. I'd have to wait till floor 12 to see, especially here where we have a vaporize buff. Excuse me. I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out, but when I looked on Google just now, it was just showing the old evasion stuff. He always did feel a bit underwhelming, especially like with. I mean, my Ayato's got decent stats. I can't remember what they are, but he's got good gear. He's got his signature weapon. He's, I think he's C2. So he's like got decent constellation, and he still kind of would feel a bit. Oh, don't kill Zhao on floor 9. He would still feel a bit underwhelming to play. Can we get the last one? Alright, we got all of them. Alright, we're just gonna have to use Hydro.
So
Can use these now.
Mind the deluge.
That animation takes too long on him. I wish his burst animation was a bit shorter. Also, it doesn't really look that cool. It's just so zooms into his eyes.
Oh, time to shine. Truth repeats its course.
Come and see 6 Farazan.
We'll see about that.
Show me that you were worth investing the amount of Genesis crystals I did just to get you C6. I just couldn't get the last constellation. It was so annoying. I got it to C5 when I was trying to get Xianyun. But then that last constellation took me so many Primo gems to get.
Dare to mess with me?
But Zhao is doing a lot more damage because of that. Because her C6 gives a lot more crit damage. So, and I still haven't tried it with the Wanderer actually. I should try it with Wanderer as well.
make way for the Adeptus. Scatter.
I just trapped myself again. It's foolish.
Take it easy.
Boba, get them!
Things are about to get dicey.
Be still.
Ah yes, I need a shielder with Ayato. He gets interrupted, doesn't he, when he's doing his elemental skill. That's what I forgot.
Sweet.
He's so easy to play. You literally just hold the button down, you press E, you hold the button down. It's just like easy mode. He's kind of like Nouvelette in that regard. Just with Nouvelette you can let go of the button, so he's even easier. Affected by Hydro. Okay, who are we fighting? Anyone I have to be aware of, excuse me. Nope, okay. We can take let's take Ayato first. I'm gonna take Mono Hydro, I think. But we'll take a full Hydro team. Where is my Yilan? Yilan is here. We'll take Jincho, Kokomi, and Ayato. Here we'll take Farina and Zhao. Actually, we could take Farina. We could actually do this, like, I wonder if I can take 2 full Hydro teams. Who would I take? I don't think I've got enough characters to do it. I'll just take Nouvelette, just because I want to speed through this. Where's Baijo? Alright, let's go. Yeah, they're just like easy mode. I like those characters because I don't like having a stressful time when I'm playing. It's just easy to play characters. Not too much thinking. I'm an old man now. I don't need to prove myself in video games. I can do the stuff. I just want it to be all easy.
Rain outlines your fate. Rest and Reba.
All too easy. And just like this will be 2.
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo.
Silence. Let the mighty be humble.
Oh man, he ran through it. Oh, not quite. Let's go.
Busted. Here comes the catch. Let me weave you a
I think these mobs are going to die before I can do everyone's burst.
Allow me.
Not quite.
Cascade.
The thing I like about Ayato as well is if there's a mob behind you, say I'm attacking this one and I've got his elemental skill up, I can just turn the camera like that and he'll start auto attacking the next one. weapon that I got frozen.
Sword.
So it makes it even more easy mode to play.
Hold the line.
Let's do some DPS with Kokomi even though she's in support gear. Why not?
A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency. Settle down.
Oh, I didn't press E.
Bow your head.
Come on, give me some particles. Thank you.
Be sanctified.
I guess he was sanctified. It's like such a liberty thing to say to someone. And you kill them, be sanctified.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand.
I'm not gonna reach. Ah, just reached.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Things are about to get tight.
Trust and reap it.
I didn't even turn the camera, he just turned himself. My Nouvelette is my most powerful character on my account. That's why I'm enjoying playing him a lot. He got another upgrade the other day.
Settle down.
So I'm on like 326 crit damage. And 50% crit rate when with the hunter's set of artifacts, that makes his crit rate be 85%. If I can get it to 65% with the hunter's set, he'll be at 100% crit rate. But I mean, I'm fine with where he's at now. Animo damage bonus, alright. Who are we going to take? It's a shame I can't split Farazan into two because the Wanderer needs her and now Zhao needs her as well. I could take Sucrose. I haven't played Sucrose for ages. Who would I play her with? Let's see who we're fighting. Explore 11. I'm just going to take Nouvelette. Just because of what I just said. Excuse me. He's just too powerful. And we'll take Zhao. Makes it easy for me to try and pick teams. Where is... Oh wait, I've got Farina's busy here. Alright, we'll take a different team here then, because I want to take Zhao. Farina... I suppose I could take Bennett. And play Zhao like I used to play him. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take Bennett. The thing is, they don't synergize very well together, but it's because Ayaka needs quite a bit of on-field time. So does Ayato. Ayaka probably needs less than Ayato, but yeah, they both are fighting for the on-field time. That's the thing with Genshin. You want your main damage dealer to be the one that has the majority of on-field time. Excuse me. And if you've got two characters that both need a lot of on-field time, you lower your DPS. And so the synergy isn't great. Alright, what am I doing? What I was doing? Oh yeah, Zhao team. Let's take Zhao with Farina. This is my new Zhao team. Oh no, wait, what was I going to do? My mind is so scatty. Yeah, we'll just take Zhao with Farina. Where is... Zhao. And here. I'm wondering actually, who have we got this animo? Kaz is built for EM, so I can't use him for DPS. Sucrose is built for EM2. Yeah, no, I got no one else I can really take. I don't have Hydro built on this account. Yeah, that's it. We can't take another. Is that something that's possible in Star? I suppose, yeah, because it's turn-based, right? You can... It's not important about on-field time. I don't know nothing about Star Rail. I really haven't played it for ever, never. I've never played it. Downloaded it when it came out, installed it, started it up, and I saw the train flying through the sky, and then had to go and do something, and never got back round to playing it. Uninstalled it shortly after that. Oh yeah, Farina's busy, isn't she? I need to take someone else here. We'll take Komi. Oh no, we'll take Yilan. And Baijo. But Yilan's not going to help. Help Nouvelette. So what we'll do here is we'll take Bennett instead, and I'll keep Farina here. Because I kind of need Farina here. Nouvelette. And here we'll take Bennett. But I wouldn't want Bennett first. I'd want Farazan first, then Bennett, then Cloud Retainer, then not you, Venti, then Zhao. Oh really? Just that's a bit more like a standard sort of like RPG mechanic, isn't it? You have like one buffer, one healer, one sub DPS, and one main DPS, or one tank and one main DPS.
Truth repeats its course. Teamwork is strength.
Yeah, skyward. Stray clouds converge. Evil conquering.
You know what? I should have bought Jean instead of Jin Young, instead of Cloud Retainer, because I don't need her healing. Oh, but then again, Farazan's swirling for me. I don't need another swirler.
Everybody stand back.
Skyward. Scatter. Disappear.
Slimes.
No rest for the wicked.
Strike a pose. The doctor will see you.
Remember, health
Unfortunately, a lot of them are Hydra, so Nouvelette's going to have a little bit of an issue. It's going to be all about Oz and Baijo, really, here.
mind the side effects.
Oh no, those blooms damage the bloody thing, don't they? They damage the, or is it Nido blooms that damage the, what's this thing called that you have to defend? The monolith. I think it might just be Nido blooms. Or the normal blooms damage it. I can't remember. Alright, Falazan. Give me them particles. Juicy, juicy particles.
Teamwork is strength. Seize the skies. Skyward. Scatter. Useless. Here. Worthless. Lament. Here.
Where's he gone? Ah, there's more of you, is there? So it's just those two. So they must have changed floor 12 then. If they've got a new leyline disorder in here, we must have changed the mobs for floor 12.
Worthless.
I'm going in.
Here.
Actually, it's a lot easier to stay in Bennett's Circle when you're just plunging with Xianyun's buff instead of with Zhao's Burst. Because with Zhao's Burst, he goes so high sometimes it's hard to like keep in the right place.
Useless.
Melt. I think it's got to be Hu Tao. I mean, I would probably say like Zhang Ling. out of who does the best melts, I'd say Zhang Ling. From like because she's got no ICD on her Pyronado. That's like a constant melt. Basically, with every time that hits, the Pyronado hits. So yeah, I think Zhangling's probably the best for melt.
Bow your
The doctor was seen.
Seems like an emergency. Silence.
Oh, can you break that shield, please? Let's go, let's go.
Dare to mess with
Oh, I've actually got someone with a bow and arrow to shoot you down this time.
truth repeats its course.
Yeah, scatter! Boring! Seize the skies!
Teamwork is strength.
Oh, there's two of them. Shit, I only saw one.
Useless! Lament! Tear! Worthless!
I know I just wasted Zhao's burst, but I need to get this thing out of the sky.
Have fun with this gift.
Make way for the... Tear! Worthless!
Everybody stand back. We'll see about that.
Come on, get your buff up. Oh, screw it, we'll just do this.
Tear!
5 stars, yeah, it was probably going to be Hu Tao.
Insult shall be punished. Strike a pose.
A bitter pill to swallow. Bow your head.
I mean, Yoimiya's probably better. I prefer, like, if I had to choose out of Yoimiya and Hu Tao for melt, I would take Yoimiya for melt. Hu Tao, I think, is best on Vaporize. The problem is I don't like playing around the caveats of the Shimenawa set, which is ideally what you'd want to use if you're playing them both as melt, either of them as melt.
Odds revealed by
Melt's good for like high damage numbers, but it's overall less sustained DPS than Vaporize.
Settle down.
Another one of you.
As you wish, me.
That's chamber 3, alright.
time to shine.
Let's use our bursts
Maybe
then.
a turn for the better.
Where is she? There she is.
Be sanctified.
And there's someone else. Another one of you.
Silent.
By royal decree.
So, on to floor 12. Let's see who's got, excuse me, new mobs. No, it's the same. Sorry about that. To clear the old nose. Alright, so... yeah, it's exactly the same. Alright. So... let's take... I don't know which way to take the scenes. We'll take... I'm definitely going to take Nouvellette, but I don't know who else to take. Maybe I won't take Nouvellette, actually. Or maybe I won't take Zhao. Yeah. I don't know who to take. Let's take Nouvellette team second. That way we've got official with a bow and arrow for those flying worms, which are pretty annoying. Or we'll take Nouvellette over here. And we were just talking about Yoimiya. I'll take Yoimiya. I haven't played her for ages for the worms. So Farina, Baijo. You're not Nouvellette. You'll want to be Nouvellette. There he is. and he'll take Zhongli, Yulan with Yunjin, and Yoimiya. Let's go. Let's go.
Strike a pose. Let the world come alive.
Seems like an emergency. The tides beckon. A bit.
Protect you. Yoo-hoo.
Bow your head.
God, I hate these things. They do so much damage.
Let the mighty be humble.
Alien life forms, whatever they are.
Odds reveal. Time to shine.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Shadow Raven.
Luckily, they line up in a perfect line for like Nuvalet to shoot them both. Quite handy. Handy dandy. Let's move that a bit. Right. Where are you, worm?
Go bishop down.
Order guide you.
Here comes the catch. Busted.
Your grand finale. Observe. The fuse is lit.
Damn it. I've wasted her E.
Solidify.
And leap.
Yeah, my rotations are all messed up now.
Flags up.
Stabilize.
Flags fly and step.
Take it easy. Quietly now.
But I
Observe.
just can't get enough particles for Yunan.
Busted.
Thank you.
Fun's over.
Strike is one. Time for a light show.
Go to work, Yoimiya. Good girl. That's what we like to see.
A festive reprise.
Don't know if I've got enough time.
This is order.
Quietly now.
Fire hazard.
Damn, I don't have enough time. I should have bought Jingcho instead of Yunan. Alright, I'm gonna change teams.
Busted.
I'm just gonna bring Jingcho instead of Yunjin. I haven't built her Blitz. She's not built. I've got her C1, I think, but I don't have her built. Yeah, when I was trying to get Cloud Retainer, I got her another copy of Dea. Yeah, let's take Nuvalet first, and we're going to take Jingcho instead of Yunjin. Just because Yunjin would be better if I could always be hitting that worm, but because it's flying around a lot, I need to be able to get some heavy hits in while it's hittable. Does that make sense? Who am I putting here? Marina. My mind is all over the place. Not against those flying worms. He will not. He'll be like worse off than that last team was. And we've got another worm on the second floor as well. That's that wee nut thing. Afterwards, I need Zhongli to protect Yoimiya and Elan engine show. We should be fine now. I just like the attack speed buff that Yanjin gives to Yoimiya. She just like peppers like she's got a machine gun.
By royal strike a pose. Let the world come alive.
This doesn't take too long.
Silence! The tides beckon.
Wings of dark. Shower me with praise.
Taking a turn for the better. Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Odds revealed by Yoo-hoo!
Silence!
Okay. It wasn't too time consuming redoing that. Alright, we should be fine now for this worm.
Close the ship down.
Solidify!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Time for a light show.
Stabilize!
Where are you,
I will have order!
Gotcha. Know my sword. Game's up. Fun, so let me weave you a verse. Rain out.
Fire hazard. A festive reprise.
Solidify!
Quietly now. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Ah, that was bad timing. Couldn't have done that then. Ah, you and me kill it.
Gather!
We've got enough time, we should be alright. Fingers crossed.
Know my sword. Huh?
Time for a light show.
I didn't put any vaporize on. Shit.
Stabilize!
That's silly of me. I didn't put any hydro on. I should have said sorry, not vaporize.
Body and mouth.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, I did, but we got enough time, so it's alright. It's alright.
Your journey ends
Shower me with
Oh, no, don't do that. Thank you. Switch too quickly.
Mind the sight. Bow your head.
Where do you think you're going?
The tides beckon. Pound into the ground!
But we'll meet again.
Midnight Ventat.
Strike a pose.
That is so tanky.
Settle down.
Care for your coming for told. Dance with me, where the eternal oasis.
Time to shine. The show's
Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill. Sight.
Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. Move it just took.
Settle down.
I didn't realise I didn't have the salon summoned. Oh, now it's the Weenut. Where are you, Weenut?
Busted. Know my sword.
That was a waste.
This is order. Solidify.
I'm going to give the particles. Particles, that's what I want, the particles.
Let me weave you a verse. Huh? Huh. No, my sword. Here come the fireworks.
Stabilize.
I'm not going to have enough time. Just realised the time, and I've messed up like the rotations a couple of times here. There's too many, excuse me, too many mess ups.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Feel the split.
Solidify.
Yeah, we're going to have to retry it. I'm not going to waste time. Make all 5-star C6 with a lot of money, a lot of real money. That's how Blitz. I don't have a single C6 5-star,
Reveal thyself.
and I've been playing since the beginning. And I spend a fair bit about.
Where do you think you're going?
I do about like one maximum top up a patch. Maybe more, sometimes more if I want the weapon, but very rarely is it more. But that's, you know, fair bit of money every year. Not over $1,000 a year I'm spending on this game, and I don't have a single character C6 5-star. I've got my Kaching is C4. You know, she's standard banner. I've never wished for her. Because there was, believe it or not, once there was a Kaching banner. Once upon a time back in the day. She had her own event banner.
A bitter pill to swallow your head.
Well, is she C5 now, Kaching? I can't remember. She's my highest constellation 5-star, and I don't use her. Alright, Weenut, where are you?
Stabilize.
Gotcha. Huh? Huh. Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind.
Fire hazard.
That was a waste. The thing with Yoimiya is her burst is rubbish. Like, her elemental skill is the most important thing not to waste. The burst is only effective, like, for other players. It doesn't give her anything. And the only person on this team that can use it would be Zhongli's pillar. It helps that. Doesn't help anyone else. So I'm not too fussed about missing her burst.
Leave you a verse. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Order guide you.
Fuse the split.
Couldn't get to Yoimiya. I was trying to switch. I couldn't switch. I don't know what happened there. I might have been pressing the wrong button.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Quietly now. Rain cutter.
Come on, come on. Damn it. Right, I got one hit in.
Stabilize.
Things are about to get dicey.
No time, no time, no time. I've got to be quicker with this thing. I keep messing up. Yeah, damn it. Let's just retry. Yeah, in the early days, she was, you know, when D-Look was considered the best DPS,
Target practice.
she was up there. She was probably the second best. But now, I like Kaching. Like, she's one of those characters that I like. I like the character, I like the design, I like the voice acting. Just, her damage is a bit lacking. But I mean, if you play her in like a Hyper Bloom team, she's almost as good as Sino, I'd say, in a Hyper Bloom. Not a Hyper Bloom. Is it Hyper Bloom I'm thinking of? Sorry, my mind is focusing on the fight at the minute.
The show's only just begun.
Yeah, it is Hyper Bloom, isn't it? With Electro and Dendro and Hydro.
Mind
Yeah, she's good in that. And you basically play her in the same teams as Sino. And she's very good. Like Dendro gave Kaching a new lease of life, basically. Before she was like not touched at all, no one was really playing her.
Gotcha.
And when Subaru came out, she got a new lease of life. Like a lot of... Kind of like how Jean got a new lease of life with Fontaine.
Quietly now.
It's the same that happened with Kaching in Subaru.
Witness the power. Goodbye. Rain outlines your fate.
Fuse is lit.
Can't hit this thing enough. Yeah, Yanfei is like a nice character. I never built her for DPS because by the time she got released, I had Hu Tao, I think. I already had Diluc, but I think I had Hu Tao as well. So I had no reason to build another Pyro DPS. But and that's why I built her like for a shield bot, because I got her C6 because she was on the banner of some 5-star I was going for, I forget which one. And then it made no, you know, like I wanted to use her because I liked her, but made no sense to using her as a DPS. And that point in the game we hadn't had Toma released, so we didn't have a dedicated Pyro shielder. So yeah, so Yanfei became my Pyro shielder.
Quietly now. Things are about to get tight.
Fire hazard.
I just can't get enough deeps on him. Man, it's gonna be close. I should just change the teams.
This is order.
No, my sword. Witness the power.
Time for a light show.
Yeah, I can't do it in time. I'm just gonna change the teams. I don't know why I thought I'd bring Yoimiya. It was silly of me. I'll start from the beginning again. Maybe we'll take Zhao. Actually, the Wii Nut is Animo, isn't it? We can take Zhao first. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the Zhao. Oh, but I need Farina for Nouvellette. I'll take someone else. Let's just take... Who shall we take? Who shall we take? Hu Tao? Maybe we'll just take Hu Tao. It's basically the same team, just instead of Yoimiya, it's Hu Tao. The thing I don't know about Hu Tao is a hat. I've got quite a big problem with the general headgear in Genshin. Like, Venti's hat looks rubbish. Wanderer's looks alright, I'll give it that. Who else has got a hat? Like, Yanfei's hat, I think, is ridiculous. Farina's hat looks rubbish. Mona's kind of works because she's a witch. Hu Tao's just looks rubbish. Bennett's goggles, I mean, they don't really add anything. Most of the headgear is crap in this game. This thing that Yunjin's got is just a bit crap. This hat is terrible. If you turn her sideways and you look at it from sideways, dead on, it looks like the character M. Bison from Street Fighter. It looks like his hat, just on sideways. I don't like the hats in this game. I don't like this hat. I don't like this hat. I don't like... Oh, this beret's alright, actually. Lisa's beret, I'll give it that. Kujo's kind of like Japanese mask is alright. Chevasier's hat is rubbish. These hats are all terrible. Chi-Chi's hat is rubbish. I mean, all of them are not good. I long for Diana's hat's bad. I long for the day where we have an option to like disable headgear so you don't have to see their hats. Excuse me. What's the time? Alright, so I've got a bit of time before I have to go and get my kid from school. this. Let's go.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha. Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines.
No, don't freeze me.
See? Cross over. Go.
Gather.
Busted.
Freezing me again.
No, my sword. Things are about to get dicey. Rain cutter.
Phew.
Oh, it's these things we've got to fight. Shit, I forgot about these. They might fuck my shit up. I don't know.
Stabilize.
Zhongli's shield should be enough to protect Hu Tao though. The annoying thing is, you know, like with Hu Tao, you want to keep her under 50% HP. I'm not confident enough to do that against these mobs because they do so much damage.
Solidify.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
I do like Navia. I'm not sure if I think she's got the best burst animation, but I do like her a lot. Like, I kind of wish I had her on this account, to be honest. She's one of the few characters that initially I didn't like, you know, the look of, and then when I actually got to play her, I thought, oh, she's flipping awesome. I wish I'd gone for her on my main account instead. Excuse me. The thing is, though, on the other account, on my wife's old account, I needed like more main DPS characters. I still kind of need one more, which is why I'm going to go for Nouvellette next patch.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Because for ages I was just getting supports on that account
Sanctified.
and not focusing on any DPS characters, which we're not going to have enough time.
Time to shine.
Oh god, why did I do that with Farina?
Silence.
How did I do this last time in time? I can't remember like what team I used to do this in time last time. Yeah, retry. What team did I use first? Because this Hu Tao team's a bit slow. I don't remember. I mean, he hits hard. Ito, he hits pretty hard. Who are we fighting here? Let's take Ito and Goro and stuff. I don't know if he's going to be able to do this. But he hits pretty hard. The problem with him is he requires a lot of setup. Like, so you need to have Goro, basically, and at C6 for Ito to hit hardest. Whereas Navia doesn't. Navia doesn't rely on other Geo characters, which makes her team building a lot more enjoyable. You're not just limited to having to stack Geo characters. You and you. Let's go. I think I might have taken Raiden National and Nouvellette last time. But anyway, let's just see if we can do it with this team. I haven't like taken this team to Spiral Abyss for a very long time.
Order. Stabilize. Burst forth. Moments of birth. Oni coming through. Attaboy. Ha! Fall in. Press fit. Order
Shit, the only thing with this team is I don't have healing.
solidify.
Goro's burst gives a tiny bit of healing, but it's really not enough. So I'm basically just going to be relying on Zhongli's shields for getting me through this.
This is order.
That's a lot of damage. Give me that healing, Goro.
Burst forth. Moment of birth. It's showtime. Charge.
It's taking quite a long time to do.
Guide you. Feel this ancient power. Attaboy! Who wants some of this? Let's roll!
Oh yeah, it's the worm, isn't it?
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!
Taking a turn for the better. Be sanctified.
Just hit him. Oh, am I stucking my orbs in? I wanted to leave them there. Oh, they're still there.
Justice is blindsided.
Shower me with prayer. The doctor will see you.
Let the mighty
I think we've got this. Oh no, actually I don't know, because this bit here doesn't take a lot of damage. He takes ages just flying around.
Raven. Let my name echo in song.
mind the side effects. Bow your head.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? It was so close. I've heard this as well, with the, I forget which set of gear it is.
This is order. Stabilize. Moment of birth.
It's got more hit points than Zhongli's shield.
Odin coming through.
I used to use her for shielding when I first started playing the game. I had like just such a random team. I had like Noel, Fischl, D-Look and Bennett. That was my team, my first starting team. Because I got lucky when I started playing. I got D-Look in my, you know, the first 10 or 20 pulls you get for free. I think it's a 10 pull, or is it 20?
Witness my great undertaking.
But I got D-Look, like, and I was like, oh. It kind of like was one of the reasons I stayed with the game as well, because I got a, you know, like I got at the time it was like the best DPS 5-star, and I just started playing the game. I was like, okay, I'll hang around a bit longer for this game.
I will have order.
And I remember I was really foolish because back then I had Jing Cho,
Moment of birth.
but I didn't want to build him because I didn't like the way he looked. So I was using Fischl and having Overload, which, you know, is a nightmare for like D-Look because you've got to chase the mobs when they get knocked back. But I learnt my lesson. After I started building Jing Cho, I thought, oh my god, I was so stupid for ages not building a character because I didn't like the way he looked.
Coming to be. Feel this ancient power. Bam! Rally!
Ah, I couldn't change to Ito
Who wants some of this?
because I was getting stun locked by both of them attacking at the same time. I don't know if I've got enough time on this side to kill this worm.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!
Be sanctified.
Alright, well the start was quite good there. We got a lot of damage on him, so hopefully we can do it. Hopefully.
Odds reveal. The doctor will see you.
Silence.
Yeah, we got this.
The mighty be humble.
20 seconds. Except for the fact he's gone into this phase now.
Wings of dark. Time to shine.
Seems like an emergency. Mindless. Bow your head.
Where the fuck is he? Oh no! Just did it. 1 second. Beto, Rosario, Venti, Bennett. It's funny, isn't it? When you know, like when you first start playing, you just don't have the characters, or like in my case, just stupid. You have the good character for Diluc, but don't quite do it. I used to play Rosario with. Who did I used to play her with? Oh God, I can't remember. But I like Rosaria because I like the fact that she's got a dash. I used to always play characters in MMOs who could dash forward and then, you know, like teleport behind the character like Rosaria does. But she can only do it with the smaller mobs. So for that reason I liked her. And her burst is pretty good as well. And doesn't she give a buff as well at a certain constellation? She gives some sort of buff, I think. I can't remember. It's been so long since I played her.
I will have order.
But yeah, I liked Rosaria, her playstyle, how she played.
Where do you think you're going?
Moment of birth.
Come on, give me some particles. I need particles.
Charge. Rise. Order.
That's not a shield, Zhongli. You haven't helped me.
Oni coming through. Gather. Burst forth. Attaboy.
Come on, kill this guy.
I will have order.
Your coming was foretold.
Rally.
Dance with me.
Pull
The
in.
eternal
Stabilize.
oasis.
Live. Witness my great undertaking. It's showtime. Let's roll.
Oh, don't hit the scorpion. Hit these chicks. That's right.
Round as one, like a 99.
Can't get.
The curtain.
Advance. Crumble. Who wants some of this?
Come on, kill it. Kill it. Ito, kill her. I think Beidou is pretty good. I think she's one of the better 4-stars. She's still up there in my opinion with what were the original 5? The really good 5-stars were like obviously Bennett, Zhangling, Jingcho, Sucrose and Beidou. Those 5 I think still, like Beidou's probably like the weakest out of those 5, but she's still one of those 5. You know, they were like the renowned 5 4-stars from the early game that are still pretty much broken. Just that Beidou's role was more niche than the others. I suppose Sucrose is a bit niche, but back in those days, before Kaz was around, before there was a Kazaha, you know, like if you wanted EM swirling, it was Sucrose.
Shower me with praise.
A bitter pill to swallow. Bow your head.
Let the world come alive.
Mind the side effect. Midnight vent. Let the mighty be humbled.
We're not hitting him.
Silence.
Right. Now the hardest chamber. I couldn't get past that first worm. That was a bit annoying. EM doesn't help this team, the Geo team. Mental resistance. Don't really need EM for the other team. Definitely don't need it for this team. I can imagine if you one-shot a Ruin Guard, it's quite impressive when you first start playing.
Fall in. Solidify. Order guide you.
Right, we've got 4 mobs we've got to defeat here.
Moments of birth.
These 2 are the first customers of the day.
Press the advantage. Stabilize. Burst forth.
Don't have their bursts ready, this is the problem.
I will have order.
Alright,
Coming to be.
Let's
I don't want to waste my bursts on you yet. I'll do it now actually. Should be enough to hit the other 2 mobs when they spawn.
Can't catch me.
Everyone on me. Solidify.
Live. Feel this ancient power.
Bam. This is order.
This is order. This is a pillar.
Burst forth.
Let's roll. Ha!
Charge. Coming to be. Witness my great undertaking.
Who wants some of this? Attaboy. Ha!
Okay, now the final chamber.
Oz, repeat.
Luckily I've got
Ridiculous.
official to shoot this thing down. Oh, Nublet can actually hit it. Oh shit. While it's in the air. Impressive.
As you wish.
Let my name echo in song.
Taking a turn for the better. Settle down. The tides beckon.
By royal decree.
Mind the side effect. Bow your head.
Okay. I summon thee.
Settle down.
Alright, we've got this in the bag. Yeah, the Ito team is still pretty good. Couldn't do floor 12. Okay, let's get our rewards. Rewards, please. Danko, 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 danko. And get our BP. Wait, what? That's the wrong thing. I haven't got any of those new BP weapons. I'm still trying to R5 all of the older ones. 11, 28, 55. Alright, it's gonna be this. These. I don't know it. What is it? Blitz. I need to do the fountain and the statue. Let's go to Fontaine. Where's the fountain? It's there. Let's go here first. Still, I don't think I've got the tree and Sumeru fully leveled up either. Oh, there's an Oculus here somewhere. What? Where are you? I must be in the shell. In the shell. There we go. Oh, okay, so she overloads then when she's burning, I guess. Yeah, overload hits for a lot. It just it works well with a grader because they don't get knocked back. I think they get knocked back a tiny bit, but the heavier sets like sorry, not grader, guard, rune guard, but a grader won't get knocked back by overload. I don't want to get the chest. Let's just do what I came here to do: worship the statue. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't get Beidou till quite late in my sort of playing towards the end of my first first year. Oh, that's for Traveller. 60 primos, not bad. Oh, I think my game's crashed. No? Oh, I don't have enough. God, my brain is... Because I've been messing around with my my RAM speed on my computer. I wasn't sure if it was stable at the minute. I was trying to overclock my RAM a bit. And I was having all sorts of stability issues playing Assassin's Creed. But then I thought I got it all fixed yesterday. Where am I going? The fountain, yeah. Yeah, I don't spend enough time in the open world, unfortunately. These are not very good rewards. 2 philosophies of justice. Really? So many levels to do. I'm gonna go and check the dendro tree. I want to see how much I've got to do there. Where is it? Here. I'm guessing it's with overload as well. You said. The thing is with Yanfei, I think I would prefer to just do her rotations because that's part of the gameplay loop with Yanfei. You know, the normal charge loop. With Beidou, like the one-shotting, I feel feels more like sort of natural because of her parry mechanic. What level are you, Tree? 40. So I've still got 10 levels to do here. So I can get a crown and a billet. Lots to do. Have I done my test runs? Nope. I've got 2 weeks to... Literally 14 days and 0 hours. I'm not in a rush to get this done. I don't play the card game, so this is useless for me. And the cooking game, the cooking event I will do perhaps tomorrow, just so I've got something to do on stream other than dailies. I'm planning to get back to streaming every day instead of every, like twice a week or whatever it is I've been doing recently.
Can't catch me.
Yeah, it hits a lot, doesn't it? Her charge attack really hits a lot. Oh, the Yanfei. Especially if you do the normals first to give it more damage.
Can't catch me.
Did we buy the wishes with... No, we didn't. That's cool, so I'm up to like 40 now. Oh, 39. Might as well say 40. And in a few days, we will get this will be reset. These wishes that we get from here in 2 days. That's good. Very good. Very, very good. Alright, what is the time? I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the end of my stream. I'm feeling a bit tired out. Nearly 3 hours. It's long for me, old man me. I need to get some lunch and then I've got to go and pick up my kid. So you need Dendro and Ice. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that in my time. When I first got Yanfei, there was no Dendro, there was no Sumeru then. No Dendro, except for Dendro Slimes. That was the only Dendro in the game back then. But yeah, so this will be me signing off. Blitz, thanks for keeping me company. It was nice to chat to you again. Robbie, Olivia, Potato, anyone else that joined, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Anyone who's new, please subscribe to my channel, helps me out a lot. And if you like my video, give it a like. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe a bit earlier than today's stream. So I hope to catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.